In this tutorial, part 3 of 6, we're looking at how we can get a number pattern from an equation. So we have the equation, we can work out the number sequence that matches the equation. Okay, so here's an example. So we've got y equals 3n plus 2. So n is number in the sequence. So the first number in the sequence, the second number in the sequence, the third, etc. So what we want to do is just substitute into this equation when n is 1, 2, 3, 4, etc. So if we have a look over to the side here, when n is 1, now remember the equation was 3n plus 2. So when n is 1, 3 times 1 plus 2. So 3 times 1 is 3, plus 2 more, y is 5. So the first number in the sequence when n is 1 is 5. Same for the second one, when n is 2. Y is 3 times 2 plus 2. That's 6 plus 2, 8. The second number in the pattern is 8. And we carry on when n is 3. So if n is 3, 3 times 3 plus 2, 9 and 2 more is 11. 3 times 4 plus 2, 12. 2 more is 14. Now we can see it's going up in threes because of this number here. There's a multiplier of 3, it's a constant difference of 3, and there's our constant difference, plus 3 all the time. Okay, look at a second example. 6x. So it doesn't matter if we're using n, meaning the number in the pattern, or x, as in an x-axis on a graph. We can use any letter. So here if x is 1, so y is equal to 6 times 1 minus 4. So 6 times 1 is 6. Take away 4, 2. So the first one is 2. What about when x is 2? 6 times 2 minus 4. So we've got 12 minus 4 equal to 8. So the second one is 8. Now, can we think what the next number in the sequence might be? Remembering that we've got a multiplier of 6 or a constant difference of 6. So I predict that's going to be 6 more, 6 more, 14, 6 more, 20. Let's double check. Let's see what if x is 4, if we get the answer 20. Y is equal to 6 times 4 minus 4. 6 4 is 24, minus 4, 20. Correct. Okay, a couple more examples. A negative number this time. Okay, so it doesn't change anything. N is 1, n is 2, first number in sequence, second number in sequence, third, etc. Negative 3 times n times 1 plus 4. So now we have to be careful with our negative numbers. Negative times a positive is a negative. So we've got negative 3 plus 4. Negative 3 plus 4 gives us 1. The first number in the sequence is 1. The second number in the sequence, y is equal to negative 3 times 2 plus 4. Negative times positive is a negative, negative 6. Negative 6 plus 4 gives us negative 2. The second number in the sequence is negative 2. The third one, so y is equal to negative 3 times 3 plus 4. Negative 9 plus 4 gives us negative 5. Look what's happening. Our multiplier, our constant difference is negative 3. Take away 3, take away 3. Take away 3 would give us negative 8. Let's double check to make sure when n is 4, the y, or the sequence number in the sequence is negative 8. Negative 3 times 4 plus 4, that gives us negative 12 plus 4, and it is in fact the negative 8. Last one, we've got a fraction in this one. So if x is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, y is equal to, let's try it. So we've got a half times x times 1 plus 2. So a half of 1 is a half plus 2, 2 and a half. So the first number in the sequence is 2 and a half. What about when x is 2? A half times 2 plus 2. A A half times 2 is 1. 1 plus 2 gives us 3. 3 is the second number in the sequence. And what about 3? A half times 3 plus the 2 on the end gives us a half of 3 is 1.5 plus 2 gives us 3.5. And we can see what's happening. Half is the multiplier, half is the constant difference. Plus a half, plus a half. The fourth one will be 4. Let's double check. Y is equal to a half times 4 plus 2. A half of 4 is 2. 2 plus 2 is in fact 4 as we guessed. Okay, so that is the third tutorial in the set of 6. So if you want to go and watch the fourth one, we're going to make a graph from an equation just like this.